Hi guys, Danny here, and welcome to my video on the new updated version of Thaumcraft. Now this is super exciting. After covering all those magical Thaumic add-ons, I am so excited for this. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. And watching Dyrolf's videos and him giving hints and clues about all the different items. And to actually start playing with the items, I am so excited. Well, I am in a new world right now, and I did that because I wanted to get a blank Thaumonomicon, because everything works differently now. Like I said, this is a new world and nothing is unlocked for that reason. That's because I wanted to go over some of the new changes. Now I have gone over the change logs, but I don't know everything myself. That's because I wanted to explore it with you guys. So here we go. Before you build the items, you need to explore the world, examining with the thermometer. Okay. Research points you first gathered. You gather from the first step, using it in the research table. I hear that researching works differently as well. And exploration, here we go. Thermometer, over things. Okay, that's exactly the same. Oh, a thermometer only needs 2 shards now. Oh, that's super handy. Oh, that's actually really handy. Okay. For example, containing locks item can only be examined if you previously discovered locks. Okay, that works the same. The very first time you discover an aspect, by examining something, you'll get 2 more research points than you normally would have. Okay. Objects and creatures can be usually only be examined once. Occasionally examining something will reveal additional clues. Okay. Okay, combining aspects, that works nearly the same. Primary research, that's completely different now, as you can see there. You need to be carrying a set of scribing tools and paper for this step. If you open your Thaumonomicon, you will see all the knowledge you have, and also all the knowledge that you are able to pursue. Flashing squares or round icons represent primary researches. If you can read their titles instead of seeing strange runes, you are simply able to click on them. That's a different thing. You don't have to, waste your research points anymore. You can just click on the research and get them like that. Paper and ink will be consumed from your inventory and you will gain a research note. And then you just put your research note into the research table thing. And you can see the minigame has changed as well. Now, like I said, I have not, gone through this completely because I wanted to try it with you guys. So here we go. Section 5 will display a sheet of paper covered in hexagonal tiles with aspect icons around the outer edge. If you see question mark icons, it means you do not know that aspect yet. You need to learn it first. Okay, so you'll need to discover the aspects to actually play the little mini game. To complete your research, you need to simply connect and activate all the aspects. You do this by dragging an aspect to a hex adjacent to it. That is either composed of a target aspect or can be combined with another aspect to form the target aspect. Placing an aspect consumes 1 research note. Oh, so you just click and drag. Okay, so if you make a mistake, you can click on the research to remove it, but you'll not gain the research points. You will continue doing this until you... Okay. Placing and removing aspects from the hex kit consumes ink from your scribing tools. If you run out, you will not be able to proceed until you fill it. Okay. Hexagonal icons indicate secondary research. Much like primary research, you need to click on them. But instead of going through your research node, you will gain them directly. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, I want to know if I should click on anything else. To see if anything is different. Don't mind that, I'm pretty sure that's from one of my add-ons. Okay, so I have everything is normal there. That's normal. That's normal. That's normal. Except I saw it in the change logs that you can now only get the infused stones from the overworld. So if you have extra dimensions, I'm assuming Mistcraft maybe. Not 100% sure, but maybe Mistcraft as well. You won't be able to get it from the different dimensions. Read through that. Thaumonomicon is exactly the same. Okay, and basic wand, craft. Everything is the same. The very basic one is completely the same. This is the same. Like I said, the only thing that's different is the Primal charm that you need to use in. That's nearly the same recipe as the old recipe for the thermometer. Okay. Ooh, Salus Mundus got quite a bit more expensive. I was pretty sure it was like 3 mana beans before. Now it's 4 mana beans and a shard. And this is 2 essences and a shard. Okay. Okay, I don't have enough research for that. Purchase this item. Alright, the hexagonal one I can just click to get the research. That's from an add-on. Golomancy. And that's from an add-on as well. Okay, so let me try it. What I need is research notes, no, scribing tools, and paper. But while I'm here, I should also get myself the table. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh wait, no, I'm in creative, so it doesn't really matter how much I have of that. And that, like that. You can see that the table looks slightly different as well. When I click on it, it looks completely different. And what I need to do is when I get the research notes from, playing a little minigame, for example this, I just put it up there, and then I can play the little minigame. Sorry, not from playing the minigame. What I need to do is, so I need to get myself a thermometer. There. And research something. Ooh, there you go. You can see the little flying thing going up there. Can I see the table? No, I can't. So now I should have increased the amount of things that I researched. Okay. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so all I need to do is get some paper. Like that. If I open the Thaumanomicon, I should be able to just click on the research that I want. Click to get a research note on this research. So let me see, let me get a basic one. Copper wand cap. And there you go, I got the research. So I just go there, put it up there, and I get this little mini game. So let's see, what would I need for a copper thingy? Do I just like that? No? Okay, so now I know what the problem is. Because I saw question marks instead of the little icons, it means that I don't have the necessary aspects yet. So let me do some research until I get the necessary aspect for a certain research, and I'll show you guys how it looks on camera. So I'll be right back. Okay, instead of going all complicated, I should have stuck to the basics. That is, Nitor. Okay, apparently I already have the research node in my inventory, so let me just get rid of that. I need scribing tools and paper. What do I not have? Scribing tools. And boom. Okay, don't mind that. I was practicing with something else. Okay, here we go. Now I have locks on one side and the fire run on the other one. Now if I put a different research there and I hadn't unlocked locks or the fire aspect, I wouldn't have been able to, get the research or actually go forward with the minigame. So now what I need to do is connect these two using other aspects, or the research points rather, as a connecting mechanism. I'll show you what it means and then you'll understand it. So let's see, we have to see locks and we have to think what are the two aspects needed to make locks, or what is locks used to make. I'm just going to put in fire like that. Now what is fire used to make? Locks. Pretty simple. Then we go back to fire. And now we have to think of another thing that has both fire and fire. Locks. It's just that simple. And there you go. Just like that. I got Nitor. Now I hadn't unlocked the previous one, so let me see. Elementum. That was a thing that I unlocked before, but I didn't really click on it, so I didn't get the research. Now it's nearly the same. Nearly the same. So we have to go from the power one, Potentia, to Ignis. So let's see. That there. Oh, I can't connect that there. That there. Got that there. And there you go. Just that simple. And then I right click. And there you go. Now let me check back in my Thaumcraft. Okay, so I unlocked the Nitor and the Elementum. And we can see because the next research, which is gunpowder, is connected directly to Elementum, which I already unlocked, and because it's a hexagon, all I need to do is click on it, and boom, got the research. I don't even have to go through all that little minigame. That minigame is actually much more fun than the other minigame. And if I wanted to get another one, say... Ooh, see, as you can see there, the enchanted fabric. I have the Precantatio, but I didn't have the other one, which I'm assuming is the cloth aspect, so I can't get that. The arcane lamp, I have light, I have wisdom. I assume I need the permutatio, maybe. Let's see. Okay. Anything else? The hungry chest. That is the greed aspect, which I don't have. So if I click on it, I can't get it. Enchanting, nothing. Okay, let's see if I can unlock anything else. No, I can't. Well, that's truly unfortunate. But as you guys probably saw, that's basically the aspects and the research. So let me hop over to my other world, where I have everything unlocked, and I'll catch you guys there. Okay, welcome back guys. Okay, if I go to the Thaumcraft, you can see everything is unlocked. Not because I unlocked all of them, I'm using the cheat sheet. Okay, so as you can see, everything's the same here except for this, research duplication. Basically, if you read here, all it says is that you can actually reduplicate research that you've completed and you can give it to your friends, so you know they can get the research as well. And in the thaumaturgy section, there's actually one quite important change in my opinion. You know, it's not really important for the sake of the mod, but it's important for the sake of what is considered to be one of the best magic mods for Minecraft. This and Ars Magica. Yeah, this and Ars Magica, they're considered the two stable magic mods. There's also some new ones like Blood Magic. Well, not, you know, new, but they're also considered very good. But Ars Magica and Thaumcraft are supposed to be the two best ones. And we can see that the new change is that not only do we have the wand cores, we also have a staff core. Staff cores are different because you use 2 rods and a primal charm. Primal charm I showed already before. You just need the Salus Mundus, and that's pretty much it. And the staff that you create with the staff core, you can store up to 175V of each type, compared to the 75 that the normal wand cores can hold. Pretty sure it's 75. And if I go to all the other ones, you can see it's exactly the same, 175. 175 for the cores, and it all uses the primal charm and great wood wand. And if I go here, so wood wand core, magic staves, we can see here about the magic staves, 125 from each one. Well, 125 for the great wood wand. There you go, primal charm and 2 great wood rods. And the thing that I want to see, the silver wood wand, the silver wood staff core, 250 of each type. Like before, 2 rods and a primal charm. But there you go, that's what I wanted to see. Staff core of the primal. Basically, you combine all of the rods with primal charms to get yourself a staff core of the primal. It holds the same amount of V as the silverwood core. I'm assuming it's the silverwood staff core, so what would be, like 175? Oh, let's see, silverwood staff core, 250, nice. However, it can replenish its own V, like the individual ones, like the bone, blazing, reed, etc, etc. So water, fire, and the rest of them. And it also adds a level 1 potency to any foci used. So yeah, like I said, extremely handy and pretty much the best staff in the mod. Okay, so this is how I look with the staff in my hand, as you can see, pretty nice. And if I saw correctly, it said that it gives me a +6 attack damage. So that's always good. And you can see that it's actually refilling itself. I'm using the primal staff right now. So if I remember correctly, this should fill itself up until 25, Now, I don't know if I can use the staff there. Okay, yeah, I can't use the staff inside of the table, obviously. You have to use a wand for that, but I'm assuming the staff was aimed to give you a battle alternative. So, you know, let's see. Yeah, I can drain as much as I want. This is not gonna fill up soon. This is fun. Okay, so let's see. Nice. Let me just get a creative one. Okay. And there you go. Now, like it said, it can hold 250 of each type. Wow, this is gonna go on forever. Okay, well, you saw that. But the reason I showed you guys that was so I could get started with the next one, which is the new wand caps. Let's see. Warding. The warding, well, if you played any magic mod, if you played any magic game ever, you know what warding does. You can use it to block stuff. When used on a block, it'll create an invisible protective barrier around that block. From that point on, the block will not be able to be removed or destroyed until you once again use the wand on it. The focus can be used on more simple blocks and will retain many of their properties, though while warded, those blocks will effectively become frozen in time. While holding a wand with this focus, you'll be able to see through all the blocks that you and only you have warded. So let me see and get myself the wand core of warding, like that. Equip it. Whoa, that's cool. Oh, look at that. I'm holding F and this is what I see. Now I can move the little wand around, and I'm assuming if I select that, there you go, the wand core was equipped. Now let's see if I right click on something. There you go, it's warded, and if I'm not holding it, I can't see that it's warded. And now I can't, so if I ward all these things, just like that. Okay, this just looks cool. Let's go over here and ward these guys. Okay, I can't ward them apparently. No, I can't ward that. Okay, I can ward most blocks, it seems. Now let's see if I can... when I break them, they sort of... Okay, I need to right click again. The warding disappears. Now let me go out of creative into survival. There you go. If I try to hit it... Whoa, what's happening now? Okay, never mind that. That's not from Thaumcraft. There you go. I can't break the block. It just gets deflected like that. This is pretty cool. Okay. Okay, so that was the warding. And as you saw, when I tried to break it, I couldn't. Well, now I can, but I'm creative and I can break anything now. Actually, when I break it in creative, it looks different as well. If I break normal blocks, you know, it explodes in the little particle effect. However, when I break these blocks, they explode in little magical effects. Okay, next one. Okay, so here we go. One focus Primal. Now, the funny thing about the Primal is it doesn't actually say what it does. All we know that it uses 4 diamonds, Primal Charm, a couple of nether quartz, and it has the same name as the staff. So let's see, apparently only a lunatic will attempt to use it. I'm gonna use it. Ha ha ha, I'm a lunatic apparently. Creates devastating, path of travel, is erratic at best, downright malicious at worst. Shows some interdimensional properties and exhibit patterns you have only seen in wisps and aura nodes. What does that mean? I have no idea. What was it called? Primal. P-R-I-M-A-L. There we go. Just like that. Now I hold F again. And I select it. And if you can see that the V per cast is all over the place. It is quite erratic. Okay, there we go. Oh, wow. As you can see, the blocks are actually not getting destroyed because if you remember correctly, I'd set the protective charm on it. Now this is supposed to be, wow. I think that actually deflected my attack back. It does deflect it back. Now I don't know if that was actually the spell exploding or the charm, but that was pretty awesome. No, I think it's the warding that's doing the reflecting. That's pretty cool. Boom. Wow. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so a magical attack. That's not just fire. It's actually crazy. And you guys can see that now I'm right clicking, I can't attack anymore. But because of the natural power of the staff, it's refilling by itself. Okay. Also the crazy fact that the V cost is all over the place, so at times when the V cost is to my favor. Okay. No? Okay, that's fine. Next research. Okay, so the warding I've done all these. Alchemy. Gold purification. I can throw in ore into metallum and ordo to get myself a native gold cluster. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm assuming this is aimed towards people who don't really have, you know, like some sort of industrial mod added. So basically, you just throw in one ore, and usually you'd only get one metal out of that. But if you do it this way, you get a native gold cluster, and you can smelt the native gold cluster to get 2 ingots. So that's pretty handy. You can do that with all kinds of metals. Metal purification, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see what else is different. Automated alchemy. Huh. Nothing here. Essentia distillation. Now, I do want to go over something. The arcane alembic. Let me just get Thaumcraft there. The arcane alembic doesn't have the little spout anymore. So you can't actually use jars to get the essentia right out of it. So let me see if I can find it. Okay, so here we go. Throw down an alchemical furnace, and if I just do that, you can see that it doesn't have the spout anymore. While they do connect to each other, they don't have the little spout anymore. So I can't just take, say, a jar. Let's see, little jar, jar of essentia, a water jar like that, and throw it down like this. Because it doesn't have a spout anymore, it doesn't drain out anymore. What I can now also do is get a jar label and label one of these guys. So because they don't have anything in there, can't really label anything. But let's see if I get myself some netherrack, just like that. Get myself some coal, like that. Put that there, put that there. And as that distills, obviously what I need right now is goggles of revealing. Or maybe I'll use the runic goggles of revealing. Ooh, runic. There we go. Stack some there. And as you see, when I right clicked on that, I could put a label on it. Now, if I remember correctly, because I labeled it with that, only that aspect can be stored in it. So yeah, pretty handy. And now to actually take the little aspects out of the alembics, what you need to do is use the piping method. So here we go, essentia tubes and essentia tube valves. And you just, do this. And this is much more important than it was before. Now there are specifics to this. I'm not going to go over them. But yeah, just telling you guys this. Alternatively, you could just use the golems, which would probably be much handier, much easier. But if you wanted to use, say, the essentia valves, to automatically control the flow of the essentia, you could very much do that. There is another change, however, For example, I have the water jar in my hand, and you can see that it's full of saxum. If I just right click, I can take all of that, and there you go. All of the saxum are now in the jar. I don't need to, you know, take it inside like a vial, and place it in a jar. I can just do it directly like that. So yeah, that's pretty handy.